Hey guys, this is Old Man Stompy. Welcome to the first episode of my first Let's Play, the Capcom game Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. It's made by the same team responsible for the Ace Attorney series, Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice, and Miles Edgeworth. So if you're familiar with those, you should know pretty much what to expect. Some decent puzzles, some solid all-around writing. So let's jump right into it. Not a whole lot to look at here on this new game screen, just to select a new game and... Whoa, a ghost. Let's get started. Chapter 1, 7:02 p.m. Right at the start of the evening. Let's see what's going on. Must have been unconscious for a while. My head feels fuzzy, kind of like I'm swimming through darkness. Oh man. When I came to, there was a woman standing there. A woman I don't know. At least, I don't think I know her. And then, there was a man with a gun. I don't know him either. Well, probably not, anyway. Don't seem to know a whole lot right now. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who can just stand back and watch a poor woman get shot, but I have just one little problem. I'm already dead. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty little problem. This has got to be me. No question about that. After all, do you see any other dead bodies lying around here? Well, not yet. The way the guy with the gun's looking. So long, sister. I feel bad for her, sure, but what can I do? I'm dead. Excellent question. But just as I was thinking this is no time to be lolling around dead. Oh yeah, we're doing all kinds of lolling around here. Please, explain how. And time stops. What the whole world just changed on me. Welcome to the Ghost World, the land of the dead, and welcome straight to the tutorial portion of this game. Who are you? No time for introductions now, you have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Huh? Take a look at your corpse. Sure, why not? Well, we got everything better to do. See that blue flame? That's your soul. And that of course explains why we came to it all, after apparently being dead before the game even began. Talk about coming late to the party. You see that bright white spot nearby? That's a core. A core. Look, the best way to understand is just to try it. Great, we get to play. First of all, try touching your soul. Next, with your finger still on it, slide your soul across to connect it with the core. Now, of course, the whole concept of this game is that having been dead before the game even began, we have no way to move. So all we can do is, as our tiny little soul, float from object to object. And you can move with the stylus, up, down, left, right, wherever. As you can see, we can't really go very far. You can also move with the direction pad, which at certain later levels where there are a lot of cores to look at, becomes a slightly more handy way to sort of rotate yourself into something. We'll see how that works a little bit later. So let's try the crossing gate. Congratulations, I feel accomplished. Your soul has now possessed the crossing gate. And note, previously on the upper screen we just had a bunch of question marks. And now we are a crossing gate. And you can see we have an action that we can perform, raise, which we will be doing quite shortly. So what, now I'm a crossing gate? Ahem, now then. Use the crossing gate to save the woman. But how? In a moment, time will start to flow normally again. That will be your chance. Listen, when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So before that happens, you have to use your powers to stop it. Wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see. Now then, time will start to flow again. Alright, and now is your chance. Touch the trick button. Now you can touch the button or you can just hit A, which is roughly the same effect. And she gets away. Or not. Well played. Easy for you to say. The woman's the one that's still in trouble. That was one of your powers at work. A ghost trick. Title drop. You mean I made that crossing gate move? That's right. You manipulated that object with the power of the dead. Ghost trick. And all you have to do to perform a trick for that is touch the trick button, or push the A button. Now the woman's fate has changed, albeit just a little. Well, not really. Yeah, she still kind of has a gun pointed at her. Yes, that's not good, is it? But at least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So enter the ghost world with Ghost, possess an object, then perform a trick with it, eh? So, let's try it again. Now we can lower the crossing gate again, but that won't really accomplish anything, so let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. Now you can see, again, our reach isn't very long, so we can't reach that ball, whatever it is. Probably a wrecking ball, because we can see it in the back too. So let's hit this guitar. Guitar then, is it? What do you want from me? I would have preferred that wrecking ball. That would solve the problem real quick, I bet. But I guess I can't reach cores that are too far away. Well, I guess you'll see what we can do with that guitar. Let's set time in motion again and find out. Right. And we scare the guy, and we get shot. Probably again, considering he's the one with the gun, we're the one who's dead. It's gotta be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Yeah, we gave her 2 openings and she didn't use any of them. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. Let's see, what core is close enough to possess her here? I guess all there is me. No time to be picky, I've got a woman to save. I like your attitude, it's admirable, truly, but what? If I can manipulate objects, then I ought to be able to manipulate my own corpse, right? Well, to be honest, when the game started, we weren't really doing a very good job of it to begin with. We had to move just to be able to do anything. I'll tell you what, why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. Alright, let's give it a go. Alright, set time in motion, go ahead and try the trick button. Huh. Yep, whole lot of nothing. Face down in the gutter. Nothing's happening. Exactly, sad but true, I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Corpses, even if they aren't alive anymore, aren't really just ordinary things. That's a pretty arbitrary rule, but I guess as long as it's consistent within the game, I can go with it for now. You gotta be kidding. Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want to take a look around, you can slide the screen. Slide the screen? It's easy. Here, give it a try. Now you can use the directional pad to look around, or you can slide the screen with a stylus like this. How was that? Whenever you want to see what else is going on somewhere, just slide the screen. Okay, I got it. Right now, I want to see what's happening to that woman. Of course. Well, you know what to do then. Slide the screen and see if you can find it. It's a little bit easier to move discreetly with the directional pad, so let's try that. Well, sister, this is it. 2 things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. Boom. And she's gone. Man, we strummed the heck out of the guitar and everything. We still couldn't save her. What are we gonna do now? And the phone's ringing. Sure, why not? He's pretty cavalier about the whole thing. Out of my way. Oh man, what a jerk. I mean, shooting the woman was one thing, but that's my body. Pick up the damn phone. This guy walks really slow. There we go. It's done. I'm on my way. We landed in a nice spot. Looks awfully familiar. Good day to you, chap. In the end, it looks like her fate remained unchanged. So what good are these ghost tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this... a lamp. Just what we need. Huh. Hello there, how are you feeling? Not very well, I imagine. A terrible tragedy would happen tonight. Ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I'd say. Haha, I get it. It's a corpse joke. So it was you. You were the voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice exactly. The dead don't have voices, you see. It's more like my thoughts are being beamed directly into your mind. Oh, I get it. It's a lamp joke. I promise, this game does have good writing. It's another little trick ghosts can do. Looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. Yep, still dead. She still ended up just as dead as before. That's true for now. For now. I still have more to teach you about the powers of the dead, your ghost tricks. Who exactly are you, anyway? Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying here like a discarded piece of trash? Gee, I'd appreciate some sympathy myself, you know. But what can I do? She's already dead. Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. Possess you, eh? Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. Why am I so determined to save this woman? After all, it's not like I know her. Well, we don't really know that. But I guess I'll take the desk lamp up on his invitation anyway. Sure, that's what I do every freaking day. The reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave women lying around discarded like trash. Number two, I don't have anything else to lose at this point. Yeah, really. I mean, you woke up face down in a junkyard. It's only uphill to go from here, right? Now, up here on the top, you see this little speech bubble with 3 X's. That represents our thoughts. You can tap on them with a stylus to get a tutorial about the exact same thought bubble. That thought bubble you just touched. Those are your thoughts, what you're saying to yourself in your head. My thoughts, eh? So the dead don't have voices, and what we think is communicated directly to them. So these thought bubbles are sort of a stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. No, please explain again. I think so too. Just remember to always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Okay, good idea. Generally speaking, these thought bubbles are the game's hint mechanism. If you see one, it's usually an idea that you're either on the right track or completely off the rails. So it's a good idea to at least click on them whenever you see them. And if you happen to be replaying a level, the game is nice enough to put a check mark over thought bubbles you've already seen so you don't repeat dialogue, which is a nice touch, I think, on their part. Now then, in order to possess me, you first have to enter the ghost world, and the ghost button is your ticket in. The best thing to do is try it. Ghost button. Let's give it a little touch. Now you can touch the ghost button, or you can hit L, which, this being the last button remaining in the game, means that you can conduct the entire game without using the touchscreen at all, which I think is, again, another nice touch on the part of the developers. Let's move around a little bit. So again, you can see we're possessing our corpse. We have no action. We don't even have a description, although it's pretty obvious what we're possessing. It's a little odd that we have this glowy, sort of wavy pattern around us, but I'm sure that doesn't mean anything, right? Alright, so let's move around. Let's move to this car door. Can't do anything there. This traffic sign, still can't do anything. We'll go to this cone. Nothing. Can't reach the phone from here. Let's try this folding chair. By the way, have you taken a look at the touchscreen? Well, I basically explained this earlier in the video, so we'll skip this part. Looks like I can unfold it. So, this basically explains the fact that we can't perform tricks while time is stopped, because time is stopped. So, we basically have to turn and perform our trick, and boom, the chair unfolds. I feel accomplished. So now, we can possess the lamp. That's funny. My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different about the two. There's something emanating from my corpse. That's because you're special. What's that supposed to mean? Not everybody who dies gets special powers, you know. So these waves are because of my powers of the dead, huh? So I'm special and the lamp is special. Anyway. Congratulations, you passed. Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? A new power. What else? Achievement unlocked. We got a new power. Another one. Now let's review. You can possess objects and manipulate them, right? Now what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because I already tried it. Nothing happened at all. True, you don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there is something else you can do. Oh yeah? What's that? Why don't you try it and see? And we're coming up pretty close to, I'd imagine, 15 minutes in this video. So let's find out in the next chapter of Let's Play Ghost Trick.